as you know, we are going to start with the part C of the chapter, Is Matter Around Us Pure? And we have already completed with part A and part B, or you can say section A and section B are completed by us. And in part C, or in section C, we are going to start with separation of a mixture, right? In which we have seen in the previous session that we have to go with 3 cases. Okay, we are going to consider 3 of the cases, out of which the first case we are going to start today, that is mixture of 2 solids. How to separate a mixture of 2 solids. Okay, and to start this, we have to know that we are having in this 3 of the categories, 3 of the methods are there in this. Okay, and let's see how to separate them in 2 solids, right? So hello everyone, welcome to our car chemistry classes. Is Matter Around Us Pure is the chapter which is going on as a series. This is our second series with almost 21 sessions completed in it, and it is 9th class chapter, and CBSE board is the board here. Okay, so let's start with the separation of the mixture, right? How to separate a mixture of 2 solids. We are having 3 of the methods, and in this 3 of the methods we are going to start with first method. Okay, how to use a suitable solvent to separate a solid from solid, right? So we are going to consider one of the examples for this. Okay, so let's consider the example, and the first one is using suitable solvent. So let us keep it in under a heading under suitable solvent. Okay, so we are going to take one example first. What example we will take? We will take an example of a mixture of say sand and salt. Okay, we are going to take mixture of sand and salt. What is the mixture? Sand plus salt. So if the mixture is given you as sand and salt, and if they are they are to be separated, what will you do in this case? That we are going to find out. Okay, now as you can see that this mixture is having sand and salt, and we know that the solubility of the salt, we know about the solubility of the salt, that is the salt can be soluble or can be dissolved into the water. This salt, we know the property of a salt, that salt can dissolve, it has one of the property to dissolve in water, right? Isn't it? It has a property to dissolve in water, and since salt is soluble in water, we are going to use water as a solvent here. What we will use? We will use water due to this property. This is one of the property of salt which we are going to use here. What property? That salt is soluble in water. What property? That salt can dissolve in water, or you can say that salt is soluble in water. So this property, by using this property of salt, we are going to use what solvent here? We will use a solvent, water. What we are going to use? Solvent as water. And then what we are going to do? We are going to use this mixture in water. We are going to put this mixture in water. Okay. And then we are going to try to separate them out. Now let's see how we are going to do this. So for this we have to use this method in step by step manner. Okay, step by step. Now what we are going to do in this case? How to take the steps? What we will do? We'll just take the salt and sand mixture. Okay, we'll first take the very first step is what? Sand plus salt mixture is to be taken into a beaker. Okay, just take it into a beaker. Sand salt mixture into a beaker, right? Then what? Just put enough of water into this beaker. Say you are having, suppose you are having one beaker with you. Okay, say you are having one beaker with you, and you have sand and salt solution now here. Sand and salt mixture here. Okay, there is sand and salt mixture which is somehow like this. This is your mixture, sand plus salt, both is mixed here. Okay, now in this mixture what you are going to put? Enough of water. You will put what? Enough of water into it. Okay, I have left this word. You have to put enough of water into it, and enough of water means what? It should be at least it should be such much that you can stir it properly. Okay, so put enough of water. Okay, and then stir it. Okay, what you will do? Stir it. मतलब इसको हिलाना है, ऐसे अच्छे से हिला देना है. ठीक है, मिला देना है अच्छे से. Stir it completely. Okay. Now what you will do? Just you are going to wait for some time. After this you have to wait. After you are going to stir it, you have to wait for some time. Right? What will happen after this? You will see through filtration. Let us see. Once you wait for some time, then after some time, when you are going to take a filter paper and just by making it a cone, just bring it into the shape of a cone. Okay, using filter paper, what you can do? Just put like you are having, suppose this was your beaker. Say this was the beaker. And when you have once you have taken the sand and salt mixture, then you have poured water into it. Okay, once you have put water, and then what you have to do? You have to stir it. Okay, after stirring, you will just wait for some time. What you will do? You will wait for some time, and then take one filter paper and just bring it into the form of a funnel. Okay, and you are going to pour this water into this funnel, this filter funnel. Okay, it is made up of filter paper. Okay, and bring it another beaker just below this, and in this beaker you are going to strain this water. Okay, so what you will do? You are just going to take a filter funnel, and pour the mixture. This, after waiting for some time, you are going to use filter paper in funnel form. Okay, in funnel form. Then what will you do? Pour this mixture through it. Through it means through this. You are going to pour it through this, right? Very slowly you will just pour it into this this filter paper, and what will happen? The soluble salt solution will move into this. It will go down from here. Okay, then what will happen? That when you are going to pour through it the solution, then the filter paper, the filter funnel will allow the liquid part to move through it. Right? And it will stop sand. Isn't it? What will happen? Sand will come out here. It will be stopped here only. It will not allow. This filter paper will not allow. This is filter paper. This is filter funnel. Okay, it is made up of filter paper. Now this filter funnel or filter paper, this is in the form of funnel. Okay, so it is not going to allow this sand to pass through it. ठीक है, इसमें से जो फिल्टर पेपर बना है इसमें से सैंड पास नहीं हो पाएगा. सिर्फ और सिर्फ पानी का जो घोल है जिसमें सॉल्ट मिला हुआ है, वो घोल पानी का इसमें आ पाएगा इस फिल्टर पेपर के थ्रू या इस फनल के थ्रू. Understood? So it will stop sand over here only, right? Okay, now what you can do, you can just keep this filter paper in the you can just keep it in a plate and open it and keep it in the plate and let it to be in the just in open area. Okay, keep it in just put in the plate and keep it in the open area in just under the sunlight, so it will evaporate, the water will evaporate, remaining whatever wet, since it is wet, so whatever water is there in this sand one, it will evaporate and you will get sand back to you, right? Now what you will do of this, there is water solution here, this is salt solution remaining with you. Okay, now this salt solution you can take this beaker and just use one Bunsen burner. Okay, you can use one Bunsen burner with a flame. Due to that flame, what will happen, this little water will evaporate. Okay, it will evaporate and you will be remaining with salt. Understood? So what you will do, you will write here that remaining sand, you can write wet sand, okay, because it is wet. Okay, so you can write remaining wet sand can be put in open sunlight to evaporate, right? To evaporate the water in it. ठीक है ना, जो उसमें का पानी है उसको evaporate कराने के लिए, right? And salt solution further can be heated up. Okay, can be heated up so that water in it can evaporate and salt will be left out. समझ में आ गया क्या हुआ इसमें? What we have done in this? First of all, we have used this method to First of all, we have used this method to separate two solids. Okay, and here we have taken one example of sand and salt. हमने क्या एग्जाम्पल लिया, यहाँ पे सैंड और सॉल्ट का एग्जाम्पल लिया और इसमें हमने क्या देखा कि इसमें जो सॉल्ट है इसकी प्रॉपर्टी को जब हमने देखा तो ये प्रॉपर्टी इसकी क्या थी, इट वाज एबल टू डिजॉल्व इन वाटर. सो सिंस इट वाज सॉल्युबल इन वाटर, सॉल्ट कुड बी सॉल्युबल इन वाटर, दैट इज व्हाई वाटर वाज कंसिडर और वाटर वाज टेकन एज अ सॉल्वेंट हियर. ठीक है, वाटर को हमने सॉल्वेंट के लिए ले लिया, सॉल्वेंट के रूप में ले लिया. देन आफ्टर दिस सैंड एंड सॉल्ट मिक्सचर वाज पुट इनटू द बीकर एंड वाटर वाज सफिशिएंट, वाटर एनफ ऑफ वाटर वाज पोर्ड इनटू द बीकर. ओके, हमने अच्छे से जब ये सैंड और सॉल्ट का मिक्सचर था इसको एक बीकर में लिया और फिर पर्याप्त मात्रा में इसमें पानी को हमने डाला. ठीक है, और फिर पानी डाल के हमने क्या किया, इसको स्टर किया, घुमा दिया, अच्छे से घुमा दिया और वेटेड फॉर सम टाइम, फिर थोड़ी देर के लिए वेट किया. ठीक, वेट करने से फ़ायदा क्या हुआ कि जो इसका सैंड पार्टिकल था, सैंड पार्टिकल्स वर सेटल्ड. ओके, सेटल्ड डाउन. जिसके सैंड पार्टिकल्स थे जो हैवी थे वो धीरे धीरे सेटल होने लगे. ओके, और देन व्हाट हैपेंड, यूजिंग फिल्टर पेपर. देन यूजिंग फिल्टर पेपर इन फनल फॉर्म, हमने एक फिल्टर पेपर लिया, उसको कॉनिकल शेप दे के फनल का फॉर्म दिया और इस फिल्टर पेपर के थ्रू वी पोर्ड दिस मिक्सचर थ्रू दिस फिल्टर पेपर. ओके, पोर दिस मिक्सचर थ्रू filter paper or you can say filter funnel, right? Then the filter funnel will allow the liquid part to move through it and it will stop sand. तो इस फिल्टर पेपर से हुआ क्या, the only the liquid part was moved down. Okay, and the sand part, the solid particles of sand were not able to move out of this filter paper and they were separated here only. Okay, then what happened, this sand particles were separated. What we did with this sand particles, it was kept in open area under the sunlight, and then evaporation happened, and the wetness of the sand was finished, right? जो सैंड के जो अंदर जो पानी की मात्रा थी थोड़ी बहुत भी, वो सैंड जो था वो सूख गया जब हमने उसको सूर्य के नीचे या सूर्य की रोशनी में रखा, तो इवापोरेशन के थ्रू। ओके, एंड जो सॉल्यूशन था, जो वाटर सॉल्यूशन, जो सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन नीचे गिरा, ये क्या था? ये सॉल्ट का सॉल्यूशन था। ओके, सो द सॉल्ट वाज मिक्स्ड इन द वाटर। व्हाट वी डिड, we heated it up, हमने इसको गर्म किया। salt solution was then heated up to an extent so that this water, whatever was water in this salt solution, it was evaporated and we were left with salt with us, and that is why we got salt back to us and sand was separated from the salt in this way. So this type of separation is known as separating a mixture using a solvent, Understood? This is how we can apply any of the property of the mixture and or constituent any of the property of constituents of the mixture, and we can use the method. So here we have used the method of soluble, that salt is soluble in water. This property was used, and we have separated our salt from the mixture. Got it? Next property is what? Next separation method is what? Using a magnet. The second one is using a magnet. How can we separate two solids by using a magnet? What we can do? Here also we can take one example of iron fill. This we have done also, I think, in the previous sessions somewhere. Iron fillings, if are there, and then you are having a mixture of iron fillings and sulfur, suppose. Okay, this is your mixture, suppose. Okay, and in this mixture is to be separated. Suppose you have to separate this and this. How can we do this? This is the question. How to do this? So what we can do? We know that the property of iron is what? The property of iron is that it can be attracted by a magnet. Iron can be, what property we are using here? The property which we are using here is that property of iron. And what is the property of iron here which we are using? That iron can be attracted by a magnet, isn't it? We can attract iron. We can just if you are going to take the magnet and if you are going to put it on the iron, or if you are going to bring it near to the iron, definitely iron is going to be attracted by the magnet. So this property will be used here, and we are going to use what here? We are going to use magnet. So when once magnet, so what will use? The magnet method. Okay, it means using a magnet. Magnet will be brought. Suppose you are having a dish, like this. You are having a dish is here, and then in this you are having sulfur. So you are having sulfur here. Okay, and in sulfur you are having, suppose suppose here you are having this black is your iron. Okay, iron fillings. Okay, and sulfur actually is somehow yellow in color, so I should not use this green color. I must say that there is this, instead of green you just consider this yellow part as sulfur. Okay, ignore green color, right? So what is there? We are having iron fillings here in sulfur. This is the mixture of iron fillings means small pieces, iron fillings and sulfur. Okay, so you are having iron fillings and sulfur here. You have to separate them out. What you will use? You are going to use magnet. So you will use by using magnet, we can just hold one magnet over here, and all the iron fillings will go and just attach to this, and in once or two times, in once or thrice or twice, you can just bring all the particles, all the iron fillings out of this, and you can separate it out easily. Okay, understood? Okay, so here what you can do, you can just take this this magnet. If this is a magnet, in that case you just you can move this magnet from here to here, and all the iron fillings will just clinch to the magnet and they get separated. Okay, and this method, actually this method is used in cases where you want to separate iron from steel articles, from waste materials. Okay, a lot of waste materials are mixed up with iron fillings, or iron particles are mixed up with steel. So in that case, what happens that you can use electromagnets. Big electromagnets are used to separate those iron or steel articles from waste materials. Okay, and how electromagnets are formed? Electromagnets work on the basis of an electric current. Okay, so this is how you can use a magnet to separate what? Another example is what? To separate steel articles or iron articles, steel articles or iron from waste materials. ठीक है, बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में जब फैक्ट्रीज या इंडस्ट्रीज से वेस्ट मटेरियल्स गिरते हैं या कहीं दूर दूर पाए जाते हैं, तो ऐसी जगहों पे क्या होता है, हम स्टील और लोहे को वहाँ पे किससे हम निकाल पाते, सेपरेट कर पाते, तो देयर वी यूज़ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स. ओके, when we want to separate this big steel articles or iron materials from waste materials, we use electromagnets over there. Okay, and the third one is what? Separation by sublimation. The third one is separation by sublimation. This is your third method of separation for the solids, two solids. So it's separation by sublimation. So let us try to understand what is sublimation. So in this method, actually sublimation is the word which you should know. Its meaning is this is the process which we have already done in our first series of sessions, in which I have told you about sublimation. In this process, what happens, that solid directly changes to any object which is in solid state can be directly changes to gaseous state, right? So here the property of sublimation is going to use, that means property of sublimation is going to be used means that one of the constituents can sublime. Okay, it can have this it can have the property of sublimation. Okay, so we are going to consider here one of the mixtures first. Let us consider say you are having mixture as suppose you are having NaCl or sodium chloride, you can say. Okay. So if you are having say sodium chloride, mixture of sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. Okay, so you are having two of the constituents here, ammonium chloride. Which two constituents are here? You are having sodium chloride and you are having ammonium chloride. There are two constituents with you in this mixture. Okay, in this mixture you are having what? You are having sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. Now if you have to separate these two, you have to separate these two solids, these two are in solid form, right? In this case, what we are going to use? We are going to use the property of ammonium chloride of sublimation. It has a property, or it is able to sublimate. Okay, this ammonium chloride can sublimate directly to gaseous state. Okay, so this property of ammonium chloride can be used for sublimation process, where we are going to use a sublimation process to separate these two constituents. So let us see how to do it. Okay, now what method we are going to use? Let us do step by step. what we are going to do, we'll just take one dish. Okay, we'll put one dish, or one, you can say any beaker also you can take. Okay, and just put it into, so let us put the mixture into china dish. Okay, right, and then what we are going to do, we are going to put one inverted funnel. Okay, put one inverted glass funnel, or put one glass funnel, एक ग्लास फनल लेना है, ठीक है. Put one glass funnel and in inverted position, and place it in inverted position on the mixture. Okay, what you will do, see, you can do like this. Suppose you are having, say this is your china dish, though it is not this much, it should be little more flattened. Okay, acha, this is china dish, and suppose you are having this your mixture is there. Let me take some other particle. Say I'm having another color, I'm going to take some other color so that you will be able to understand. Okay, say this one is other color. Okay, now, okay, so we are having two of the mixtures, one mixture of two constituents. One is your china dish, one is your ammonium chloride, and the other one is your sodium chloride. Right, we are having these two over here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to put a glass funnel. We are going to place one glass funnel. Okay, say you are having, suppose you are having a glass funnel like this. Say you are having this as a glass funnel. Okay, okay, actually I'm going to put a boundary to it so that you will be able to see that this is actually a glass funnel. Okay, now in this glass funnel is to be inverted. It is placed in inverted position. ठीक है, it is to be placed in inverted. इसको उल्टा करके रखना है इसके ऊपर, ठीक है, ग्लास फनल को. और इसके ऊपर we have to put one cork on it. Okay, we have to cover it, right? We have to close the mouth of it. It's like we have to close the mouth with some cotton wool or by some stoppers. There are some small you can say corks are there which can be put on it. Okay, rubber stops are there which you can put and you can close the mouth. Right, now what you will do after this, you are going to use a Bunsen burner. What you will use, you'll use a Bunsen burner. Okay, and you are going to heat it up. Right, you are going to heat it up. So let us write here heat the mixture. Okay, with burner. Okay, what will happen, as soon as it is going to be heated up, the fumes will start coming out of this mixture. इसमें से धुआं निकलने लगेगा, फ्यूम्स निकलने लगेंगे. ओके, फ्यूम्स विल स्टार्ट coming out of the mixture, and these fumes are white in color. What type? White in color. These white in color fumes are the fumes of the sublimate. Okay, these are the sublimate actually. Okay, so white in color fumes are ammonium chloride, or you can say is the ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. ये जो वाइट फ्यूम्स जो इसमें से निकलने लगे, ये इसमें से कैसे फ्यूम्स निकलने लगे, डेंस वाइट फ्यूम्स निकलने लगे. ओके, द फ्यूम्स वर डेंस एंड दे स्टार्टेड कमिंग आउट ऑफ दिस मिक्सचर. इसमें से निकल के और ये इस ग्लास के पूरे ग्लास में यहाँ से यहाँ तक फैलने लगे और ये स्टिक होने लगे वॉल्स में. ओके, दैट मीन्स कि अमोनियम क्लोराइड स्टार्टेड sublimating here. Okay, ammonium chloride has the capacity to sublime. Okay, ये अमोनियम क्लोराइड जो था इसमें का वो हीट करने पर डायरेक्टली किस में चेंज हो गया, फ्यूम्स में, धुएं में बदल गया और ये धुआं जाके ग्लास में लगने लगा. ग्लास के किनारे किनारे सब धुआं चिपक गया. ठीक है. सो द अमोनियम क्लोराइड इन द मिक्सचर एक्चुअली sublimes to form dense white fumes. What type of fumes? Dense. The fume were dense. ठीक है ना, dense white fumes, right? Now what happened when it went to when it went up, it started condensation. The condensation took place after cooling. Due to condensation, this ammonium chloride, okay, it was after it cooled down, it started sticking to the sides. Okay, so you will write here that condensed fumes of ammonium chloride when cooled or when condensed stick to the sides of the funnel. Okay, and when once it was stuck to the sides of the funnel, what happened, you just could you have to remove it off. When it was this process was let to be done for the whole I mean when till the fumes were coming out of this mixture, this heating was continued. Okay, when once the fumes stopped coming out, then in that case it started cooling, and then after cooling effect, these fumes were just after cooling, they stuck to this sides of the side walls of the ग्लास. ठीक है, ग्लास पे चिपक गए ये सारे के सारे फ्यूम्स जो हैं, कूल होने के पे स्टिक हो गए, यहाँ पे जाके चिपक गए. ओके, एंड व्हाट कैन यू डू देन, लिफ्ट द funnel when once white fumes stops coming out. Okay, stop coming out. After lifting, what you will do, you can scrap. Okay, scrap the fine powder. When you are going to scrap it out, अब इसको खुरचने लगेंगे. अगर आप इसे खुरच देंगे, इसको धीरे से जब उल्टा करके हम इसको खुरच देंगे तो हमें ये क्या मिलेगा, आफ्टर स्क्रैपिंग विल गेट fine powder of ammonium chloride. We'll get fine powder of ammonium chloride after scratching it up when we are going to lift it once. ठीक है, तो scrap the fine powder and this scrap the fine powder, and this is ammonium chloride. Okay, this is ammonium chloride. Okay, and what is left in the dish, what is left in the dish, you are left with the left residue is what, the left residue is sodium chloride. So both are separated now, isn't it? Both are separated now. What we did, we have taken one china dish. What we did here, we have taken one china dish, we put the mixture of sodium chloride and ammonium chloride into it. Okay, the mixture was of sodium chloride and ammonium chloride, and we took one glass funnel. We placed it inverted. Okay, we placed it on this mixture in inverted form. Okay, and it was then heated up by a Bunsen burner. It was as it was heated, and due to heat, this ammonium chloride started sublimating. Okay, it started changing to vapor state and started to move up, and in the form of fumes, white dense fumes. Okay, and after cooling, what happened, that it was stuck to the walls of the or sides of this funnel. When once all the fumes were over from here, when it was stopped, the fumes when stopped to come out of this mixture, just take it out, and you will scrap this fine powder, and you will get ammonium chloride with you, and the left out portion was remaining here, that was your sodium chloride. So this is how you can use a sublimation process to separate one solid from the other solid. Both are solid. This is also solid here, and this is also solid here. So from one solid to other solid, you can separate by sublimation process. But do remember, sublimation is possible only in the cases where one of the constituent of the mixture is able to sublime, or you can say that it should be able to change directly to gaseous state from solid state. Now let us write some of the names of the just a minute. So let us write some of the components which are here which can sublimate. Okay, if you are having, say, solid mixture with you. Okay, say you are having, let me remove this so that you are not confused. Okay, if you are having solid and solid mixtures, such that here one of the mixture which could sublimate, that I am giving you some examples. Say you can have as you have seen, common salt and ammonium chloride. Then you can have sand and iodine. Okay, this could be the mixture where you can you can use sublimation process. Secondly, you can use common salt and iodine also. Okay, for common salt and iodine, you can use the same sublimation process to separate them. Or if you can have iron fillings and naphthalene. Okay, iron fillings plus naphthalene. Okay, this also is there, which can be separated through sublimation process. Okay, and one more could be there, sodium sulfate and benzoic acid. Okay, sodium sulfate plus benzoic acid. Okay, and which part is sublimation here? Which part can sublimate? Here it is iodine. Right, iodine has the ability to sublime when it is heated. Here also you can say iodine. In case of iron fillings and naphthalene, it is naphthalene which can sublimate. Okay, naphthalene, as we have seen in our previous session also, naphthalene balls were they disappear due to sublimation process only. Okay, and in this case it is again benzoic acid here. Okay, here we are having benzoic acid which has the ability to sublime. Okay, on heating they can sublime, but make sure that these constituents are not chemically they should not chemically react with each other. Okay, if they will react, then you will not be able to separate them. So the property should be used, but then the process should not it's not applicable for two constituents, mixture with two constituents where they react with each other. Okay, chemical reaction should not happen in between them, right? So this was the process. Here the property in this case was used as ammonium chloride sublimes on heating. Okay, so all our three methods are over here. We'll come up with another separation of solid and liquid in our coming session. So stay tuned and keep watching, and if you feel like you're getting something or gaining something from this, do press the like button and share and subscribe as well. So take care and bye bye.